exactly. Even yeah, even my company is doing the same. Sometimes it's just scary that they wanna hire outside United States.
You won't blame them. Everybody's looking for cheaper alternatives.
Well, I blame them. I
Well,
definitely blame them. I
well,
definitely blame them.
that's not to say that there are not other companies that are capable of employing network engineers either on remote or on-site basis.
Yeah, because that's not. I mean, if they keep doing that, us living here in the United States, we're not gonna have a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm 100% against that.
and I know a few of those engineers. Each one of them have their basic specialties. Like for example, one of them, most of the times is always involved with maybe having to upgrade the iOS version of the devices using Ansible.
Okay, oh, it's an Ansible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it does. And there's another one that basically does all these SD-WAN aspects. And there's another,
Okay.
I know there are a few others who are basically into configuration of devices, routers, switches.
Okay.
Okay,
But I'm
guys.
like, okay,
Yeah.
So, guys, last time what we did?
We went through just what we're gonna do in.
Yes, the syllabus part we did, and the architecture, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
Can anyone explain how many architecture we did?
We didn't we do like three?
Yes.
Tier
I
one,
think
tier
out of the
two, and
three
tier three.
we did two, maybe tier. I think we did all the three, one to three.
No, no.
We
Yeah.
said
Tier,
some are expensive,
tier 3
especially
we
the
did,
3 tiers.
tier 2 we did. Okay, these two architecture. These
Yeah.
two, the second one is also known as the collapsed core.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see. This is the tier 3 architecture. This is the actually Cisco recommended. Every time Cisco is asking to do, can anyone see their recording is already started? I'm not able to see.
Yeah,
Recording
we're
is
able to
okay.
see.
Recording is already started, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this tier 3 architecture, this is actually the Cisco recommended architecture. Why this is the Cisco recommended architecture? This core layer, it is different. This is only for the routing. If you want to do any kind of SCL, any kind of prefix list type of things, you can do in the distribution layer. Then you have the access layer, so that your end user device means your PC, your IP phone, maybe printer, maybe access point, executive device, IoT device, chronic clock, all these devices will be connected on the access layer. So this is known as the tier 3 architecture. But what happened? Sometimes you have only 100 of users are there. If you are working on an enterprise, it's a DC, so then that time it will be a good. But suppose only 100 users, only 17 users, what you will do? On this time, the cost will be very high. If you will proceed on this way, the cost will be very high. On 70 users, no one want to spend a lot of money for this only 70 users. So that then that time, what they need to do? They need to go for the collapsed core or the tier 2 architecture. This one. Now what happened? This distribution and core will mix into one. You can see there is no distribution. It will mix into the one that is known as their collapsed core. And directly then access layer switch will be connected from the core switch. This is known as the 2 or collapsed core. Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, sometimes what happened when you do any kind of study on the architecture level, for an example, I am giving you. Suppose this is a site. Okay. Now, what they want, there are two type of scenario. One scenario is tier 1 of the site is already there. This is existing site, and you may think it's 100 users are there. Now they have an architecture. Okay. Whatever architecture they are following. And then the time they will ask you, we need 20 users. So please provide a new architecture. Okay. Then that time it will be easy because for the 20 users, maybe you will install 24 port switch or a 48 port switch. Because some other printer access point are there, you will go for the 48 port. Okay. Then that time it will be easy. But what happens, suppose there will be a new site and this is not exist. Then on that condition, what they need to do, they will ask you, please propose a completely new architecture. They will tell you that we have 100 of users, 30 of printer, 30 access point, 2 printer, whatever the device. Exactly, they will tell you. And accordingly, what you need to do, 20 to 30%, you need to increase. Means suppose 100, you need to take 120 or 130. Accordingly, you need to identify how many ports you need to provide them. And generally, for the core, generally, it's not mandatory, but generally 9500 SVL, the catalyst switch. This is mainly the core switch. And 9200, mainly we are using the access layer switch. Sometimes, suppose we don't have the money, what we will do on the 9300, we will make this as a core. Suppose we don't have so much money. Okay. And in this condition, what you need to do, first you need to calculate the port, how many ports, then maybe 20 to 30% you need to increase. Then you will go for the 9500 core, then 9200 access, or they want distribution you can put, then the access layer switch. Okay. On this condition, you need to proceed. These are the two conditions. One more condition is there, that is something little critical. Suppose you are working any kind of obsolete type of project, means where these devices are already outdated. Means suppose you are working on the 3750, 2960, and suppose you are working on 2700 AP. These are already outdated. Now what you need to do, you need to replace these switches with a new model. But right now they don't have the good architecture. Okay. Same time you need to change the architecture. So to change the architecture, what you need to do, suppose here 3750 switch is connected and it's a 48 watt. Okay. Now when I will replace this switch with a 9200, it's not mandatory that it is 48 watt and I need to replace this switch with 48 watt. It is not mandatory. Why it is not mandatory? Suppose in this switch, this is a very old architecture. They directly bought these switches without any architecture level study. So what you need to do on that time, once you will log into the switch, first, can anyone let me know if I want to see the uptime of the switch, what is the command?
The uptime you can do show time.
So version, you can see, or
Show
version
version.
include uptime. In this command, you can directly see the uptime. If you put sub version, there will also you will see. Okay. Suppose
So
this,
version,
yes, suppose this switch uptime is, you can say more than 6 months, because generally we have the backup. The switch generally will not reboot. Okay. Suppose this is the 6th one. Then what you need to do, as per a standard architecture level study, we need to take 3 months. Suppose a one port, suppose port number GI1/0/1. This port is up since used since 3 months. Sorry, this port is not used since 3 months. You don't need to take this port. You can cancel this port. You got my point? What I'm trying to tell?
yeah.
Hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So for this, okay, what is the command, guys? Can anyone tell me now how to see if this port is down since more than 3 months? How I can see?
You show interface link or show interface count.
Yes. So interface, suppose this interface number GI1/0/1, you will get an output of last input, last output. You can see last input is when. Suppose it's more than 3 months or never, then you don't need to take this port.
I
All
do
the
that a lot.
what?
I said I usually do that a lot in my office, especially maybe when I want to connect to a device that all the ports are already occupied, and I want to know
Yes.
which port has been maybe redundant, has not been used for a while. So if any port has not been used for like over 3 months or so, 90 days, I will just take over the port and then swap it.
Yes, yes. Generally, we have taken 90 days, because what we are suspecting, no one will take leaves more than 90 days. 90 days general, if this is the maximum leave, if someone want to get some break or take some leaves, it's 90 days is maximum, not more than that. Above
Well,
90
not in the
days,
United States. Oh, wait, not in the United States. Here you can have family, for example, if you have family leave, you can have like 4 months.
okay, okay. No, here also in
Yeah,
India,
family leave. I had
yes,
that. I had 4 months like
okay,
last year, yeah.
okay, okay. Here also, some of the companies, you can go for, suppose higher study, you can go up to 2 years. If you want to take your family, 1 year, but without pay.
Oh,
Your
without
job,
pay?
yes, 1 year you
Oh,
can
okay.
take for the break, 1 year you can take break, but that is your job will be secured. After 1 year, you will
Okay.
directly join, but then that
What
time
about if your wife like has a baby or something?
then that time there will be no special leave. 1 year for child care.
Hmm.
Child care,
1 year. But you're gonna get pay or no?
no pay.
Oh, okay. In my company here, Comcast, we have what we call family leave. So if your wife has
FML.
a baby,
Hmm.
if your yes, yeah, if your wife has a baby, you can have like 4 months with pay. You get paid.
Some
4 months.
places it's just 2 weeks, to the best of my knowledge.
4 months you will get paid.
It's 2 weeks.
Means
2 weeks.
Pay, yeah. 4 months leave with pay.
that is in India. That is every company. 2 weeks. What you are telling? Okay, that is every company. That is paternity leave. That is 2 weeks
Okay.
is mandatory. That is the paternity leave, and that time you will get paid. But 4 months, it's very good.
Yeah,
4 months.
yeah, we have 4 months. Yeah, with pay. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
great.
did that last year. I had 4 months.
Seriously, that is very good. Very good.
It is.
Wow.
I know.
That's good. Let me come and work for your company.
No,
Yeah. Femi, your voice is breaking.
yes, Pemi, yes, voice is great.
Is it better now?
But yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
good
better
now.
now. Yeah, we didn't
But
hear
it's
Yeah,
what you said.
but for
I was
yes,
just
tell
I was
me.
just kidding that let me come and work for your company. Maybe your company should employ me.
Yeah, why
No,
not?
no, that is good. Seriously, it is very good. 4
Yeah,
months
4
with
months.
pay,
4 months with pay. Yeah.
because generally the maternity leave is 6 months. In US, what is the maternity leave? How much time?
I think it varies from
It,
state to state. It varies from
yes,
state
from state and from company
and
also.
companies. Yeah, it
Means it's
varies.
not okay, but in India it is even if in the government organization, in the private organization, every organization, it's mandatory. It's 6 months.
That's 6
I knew
months
of
leave,
yours.
but without pay.
No, 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 no. This is with pay.
Oh, with pay. Okay, but
Yes.
that's for the for I mean the wife and the
No, no. This is only for maternity. Only for the ladies.
just for the ladies. Okay.
Yes, only for the ladies, 6 months. But and this is each and every company. 100% in organization in India, they are following that government rule. It's mandatory. You
Okay.
need to follow 6 months.
6
And
months
that
with pay. Okay.
in that time your job will be also secured. You will get paid. And after that, if you want to take leave, any means female candidate want to take the leave, then that time no paid. But up to 6 months, it will be paid.
Okay, that's good.
That is good. But for the
Yeah.
male employee, no benefit. Only 2 weeks.
I like India. That's
Okay,
good.
let's continue.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay. Now this. Okay. So what you need to do? You need to go to the SOI interface. Then you need to do the port number. Last input. Last output. Input you need to see. If it is less than 3 months, then you need to count this port. If it is greater than 3 months, you need to remove this port. Okay. Once you will count, suppose out of 48 ports, only 12 ports are using, or 16 ports are being used. Then that time your new switch will be, suppose you are providing them 9200, you can provide them the 9224 fee. Then, you know guys, what is the Visio?
Yeah,
Visio,
Microsoft
yeah.
Visio.
Yes. This everything, whatever you are representing them, first you need to draw a Visio diagram. You need to represent whatever directly to the client. You cannot tell them that please buy 3 switches, please buy 4 switches. It's not a good idea. Okay. What you need to do, you need to prepare a format, a representation you need to prepare, a PPT you need to prepare. So there a separate Visio diagram you can prepare, the Microsoft Visio, where you can connect these 4 switches, then access layer switches in the port channel. These are all in the port channel in the redundancy. So you need to prepare this diagram. Then you need to go to with the client. Then you can discuss. After that, if the client is not ready, that no, I don't have so much budget. Please, I have only suppose on any site, 20 users are there. They will directly tell, and this is the SD1 device is connected there. So they will tell, please connect only 2 switch 24 port. They will be in the redundancy. On that time, they have only one switches, distribution access layer switches. Okay, this up to the budget. In this way, you need to do your study. Study whatever Cisco is recommending, tier 2, tier 3, we cannot follow. Okay, it completely depend upon how much this budget has been passed for the site on one financial year. So then according to their budget, you need to means prepare your architecture level study. Sometimes I have seen this type of site also. Directly one switch or 2 switch connected to the router, one router or the SD1 devices. The distribution access layer switch, where only 10 to 12 users are there. Okay. This is the reason I told you we cannot follow the tier 2, tier 3 architecture every time. That is, tier 3 is the best one recommended, but after all, money is matter. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now one more thing. Let me try to find that one for you. Actually, this is not in the syllabus.
What's that?
Okay, so you represent everything on this means Visio diagram, and you represent to the client, and now client is ready. We need to buy these devices. So after that, what they will tell you, sometimes two scenario. Sometimes they will take the help from you to buy these devices, or sometimes they have their local vendor. 90% time they have taken the local vendor, because we are the engineer, we are the architecture engineer, so we cannot help them in this part. Okay,
Yeah,
but
many of them will have asset management department.
yes, that is the different department, because as a architecture level we are working here. We are a technically a skilled person. Marketing, we don't have so much knowledge. Okay, so on that condition you cannot help them. But some of the site, I have seen some of the small site, they have asked me, please provide an means complete device list from the Cisco. Okay, so you need to know that part, the BOM part, bill of material. You know about the bill of material?
Yeah, where you list the material and the
Yes, one
specification
of
and
the
also
site is there. Let
and
me
also
try
the
to.
price.
Yes, one of the site is there, I think. Let me find.
The
I think,
BOM, the bill of material.
yes, I think before 2-3 months ago, I have used this one. Let me try to find if I can find.
You can find what?
The bill of material, how you can prepare. Let
Oh,
me try to find. This is not in the syllabus. I think how to buy. Log into Cisco Commerce. Yes, this one. First, you need to, whatever I did means go to the Cisco site, then log in into your, whatever your company credential, you need to log in. I have login through my personal details, personal credential. Then once you will go to the login commerce, then how to buy, then this one, you will go into this page. Once you will get into this page, you need to create a estimate. Create estimate.
Okay.
and I'm kind of imagining that that's how it works for all the vendor also.
Means for the other side, or means for the
No, all the
Juniper,
vendor,
Rocket?
like
Okay.
Juniper or Ruckus or.
It may vary. I think it might vary.
It may, yeah, okay.
Yes, that will be very.
mean,
This is the Cisco site.
Yeah, I don't touch this part, so I don't have any
Now
knowledge.
you can see advice to descriptor product family. Here you need to put. Suppose I am trying to do 9300.
9300, yeah.
Okay. Suppose I want to take this one. You know what is the P? What is the T? What is this one?
Like the 93L24P. 20, I think 24P is 24.4.
9300 24P
Ports. That's
9300
ports.
Yeah, that's
24T.
24. That means it's just
I think is it essentials also?
No, first come to this one. 924P 24T. What is this?
Isn't it T mean fiber switch?
I think it's for PoE.
This is PoE.
Yes.
This is without
That's
PoE. Only the Ethernet port. Without PoE.
Without PoE, okay.
You need to know if you are connecting access point, IP point, then that time you need the P port. But
Yeah, you need
suppose
to
you
buy
are
the keyboard.
yes, suppose you are connecting on the core switch, only server you need to connect, and the switch you need to connect for the downlink uplink. So then that time I don't need the PoE port, because PoE switch is little bit price
Expensive,
is
yeah.
yes. So on that condition, you need to go for the 2040. It's up to you. You need to know which type of device I need to use, and for that whether I have the PoE requirement is there or not. On that condition,
Yeah.
you need to check. Okay. And what is this one? E
Oh, okay.
and A. This
I
is
think
license
is
part,
it?
essential.
Yeah, essential. Yeah.
And it is advantage. If you are using the DNA, go for this one, advantage one. And what is this one?
Okay, so what?
Forex.
Okay, wait. What does that mean? Essential. What does that mean?
This is the year means license level is there. You know, every switch we should have the license. Like suppose you are not using them on the DNA, this is advantage. You know, DNAC. So for that special license is required. We can go for the advantage. Some basic difference in the licensing part. Got
Okay.
it? DNAC, if you want to use, you can go for the advantage part. And then you need to see whether you need to go for the 3-year license or 5-year license. It's up to you.
So which means if I have switch C9324PE, I cannot add this switch in DNAC.
No, advantage, you need to go for the advantage license. DNA.
Okay.
And this one, what is this one? For
4
X.
times A.
No. For time X.
I think the name, the module.
That means 4 times. 4 times X. I see 4 times 10 gig over here.
Yes,
So.
for 10 gig port.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see 10 gig of link. Only if that is 24 for G. Some will be there like for G. Only 4 into 1 gig.
Okay, so this means I said advantage.
Yes.
So you have the advantage license and for
Here,
10 gig.
yes, here advantage license for 10G port, 20 for PoE port 9300. But suppose 24 P, 4G, and A or E, that is 4 into 1 gig. These things, guys, you need to decide. Client cannot tell you, because client is it's non-IT person. They cannot help you on this part. You need to identify what type of device you need to connect. Suppose for this, actually the 10 gig requirement is there or not, or 1 gig will be sufficient. And how many, which type of device will be connected there? It's your responsibility. It's not the client responsibility. Client only can help you how many users are there. Maybe there is a chance of increasing the user in the next 1 to 2 months. On this condition, client can help you. But these things as architecture engineer, you need to take care.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just a minute. Suppose I am going for this one. Okay. 9300 for P for XA. And you can take it here. How many switches you need? Suppose I need 2 switches. You need to go for the end. Okay. Suppose then you need maybe some access point, maybe you need. Suppose 9120 series access point you need. Suppose 9200 switch also you need. Okay. Maybe there is specific SFP also come. Yes, GLC SX MMD. Generally for the 1 gig, you are using this one. Okay, 1000 pesos SFP. Or if you want to use the 10 gig, you can use the 10 gig. Suppose GLC SX MMD. Let's take 10 SFP. Whatever is your requirement, you need to add all those things. Okay.
And over there you have what, 732 Indian rupees.
No, this is United Net price. No, yes, this is INR. I'm using this one. This is INR.
Yeah, Indian rupees. Yeah.
Now what you need to do? Okay, now you are able to see this one. And Cisco is providing 60% discount.
60%?
Yes. The discount in Cisco is generally 60%.
Like 60.
60, yes, 60.
That's a
Okay.
lot.
Because this MRP directly, the MRP is very high in Cisco. So generally 60% discount.
Okay.
Okay. Now guys, you are able to see this is invalidity showing. Okay. What you need to do? You need to select all the things. Okay. You need to go to the edit option. It's a bit slow. Okay. Then everything you need to you need to select which country you are selecting this one, because this
Yeah, the price differ from country to country.
yes, and the power socket means this means what I can tell.
If
This
it's,
is,
for example, if it's United States, it's 110, and other country is 220.
yes, it's different. Country to country, it is different. So this condition you need to select your country code. Okay. And how many is DNR is I have taken for the 24. You need to see whether you will buy for the 3 years or 5 years. This is the 5 years. If you want, you can take the 3 years. Then how many power supply you need? 2 power supply you required or 1 power supply you required. Then the power cable.
And if you use stack cable and so on.
Yes, power cable you need to take. How much power cable you need? Then the stack module.
The PDUs.
Yes. The stack kit you need or not means and what is the size of the stack module means 1 meter, 1.5 meter, 1.5 meter. Everything you need to check whether you need the console cable or not. Generally, this is we don't need, because already in the site we should have the console cable. Storage module, extra storage module for the SSD card you required or not? No, we don't need, because for every syslog we have the syslog server. This is just for the router and switch logs. We don't need any kind of extra SSD. But if site is asked, you can go for the extra. Then all these things you need to do. Then you need to go for the done. Once you will go, put the proper power cable, this invalid option will be removed. You need to put the actual country code, this power cable, then it will be removed, this invalid option. I did not put. It's quite slow. Yes.
Maybe you can refresh the page.
I don't know if my network is slow or the Cisco site is
But
slow now.
it is the same network you are using for the Zoom.
Yes. But right now I am not in Delhi. So this is the reason. I am not in Delhi now. But my voice is not breaking, am I right?
It's not breaking.
No, you're good.
You're good.
I think it's just the site.
It is the site.
Sometimes, no, actually I am not in Delhi. Delhi, my network speed is around 100 Mbps. Here it's half.
Yeah, man, your connection is slow. 43?
Yeah,
Yes.
not even up to 50. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the reason I told. Right now I'm not in Delhi. I am outside. It's a little bit slow network, but it's good. Voice will not be
Okay.
break.
Are you not in Delhi?
No, I'm not in Delhi. Okay. Yes. Once it will be good. Now one more thing you need to see. Yes. Edit this service part. What does that mean? Suppose you know a lot of site, if you have seen in your service career also, sometimes they have taken from the outside vendor. Means for the contract part, if any device there will be an issue, sometimes company has given this part to another company. Okay. So on that condition, that other company, the third party company will charge some extra money. Okay. In this condition, we don't need to take extra charges to the Cisco. You can remove this part. This is to the Cisco. We are giving some for the service. We are giving some price to the Cisco. Suppose you are doing any kind of means third party is there. Suppose I am working for the company A and company A is given this maintenance contract part to another company. Okay. That company is taking charges from us. So on that condition, we should not give any price to the Cisco because that will be the part of the third party company. They are charging some extra money from us. Okay. Got it? On that condition, you need to remove all the services. But if you are not paying to another company, so on that condition, what you need to do, you need to pay this money to the Cisco so that if any device issue will be there, Cisco will take care of this part. Either Cisco will replace this device or they will see whether they can fix or not. Got it?
Yeah.
Now what do we need to do? Export this one.
Export.
You can
So
see.
it will generate the invoice.
Yes. Now you need to give this to the client. They will take. They will go to the vendor or they will go to the different management team. It will be their part.
So Manas, you work with Wipro?
What?
The name of the company, Wipro. Why I don't know if it's pronounced
previously.
Wipro, Wipro.
Yes, Wipro.
Yeah, we work with them.
Yes.
No, I said we work with them. Comcast work with Wipro.
You work with Wipro? This
Yeah,
company. This is the name of the company. WIPRO.
Yeah, Wipro. Yeah, Wipro. Yeah, we work with them.
It's an
Yeah.
Indian MNC.
Yeah, we work with them.
Okay. It's a good company, very big company.
Yeah, we work with them.
Yes, it's a big one.
We give them a lot of work. Yeah.
Means this Wipro was your client. Wipro was your client?
Is the what?
Wipro was your client?
Not our client. No, we work with them. Like we work with some of their technicians. We hire them. We give them work to do.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
But it's a big company in India.
Yeah, Comcast is working with them.
Okay.
Yeah, they do some work for us.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay, guys. This is the complete part of the architecture. Okay. And
yeah, this is what I want to know. The spin lift, design.
Yes. This is one more architecture part.
Yes, spine lift.
Spine lift technology. Guys, right now we are in the SDN generation.
What does that mean?
Software defined network. Right now we have entered into all the people in our generation, Maybe we will work next 25 to 30 years. Okay. So we are in the SDN generation. SDN means we have entered into the software. Previously, you need to enter into the device, you need to put config key, IP interface, IP address, router OSPF1, all the configuration you need to do. Right now, what happened? Everything is through the SDN. In SDN, we have three type of things.
Okay.
One is the WAN part. Everyone is
That's
know
where we have
about the yes,
SD1.
SD1. One is the LAN
Yes.
part. That is the DNAC.
DNAC.
Okay. And one more part is there. That is known as the data center. You know the DC?
Yeah.
Data center. There we need to work on an SCI.
Yep, ACI.
Here in the SD1, you know, the vManage that is maintain all the devices. That is your central controller. Here it's the DNAC, it's your central controller. In the SCI, everything will be managed by a device that is known as the Epic. Epic software. It's not a device, it's a software. Epic. And this technology is known as the SCI, application centric infrastructure. And this is known as the SCI. In SCI, this is the architecture. What is the benefit? Here in the lib switches, there Epic will be connected. Epic is nothing. Epic is a software that will be installed on a C series server. If anyone is working on the DC completely, they are aware about this part. We have the C series server, we have the B series server. So on the C series server, we need to install a software that is known as the Epic. Through Epic,
Can you
we
show
can.
us? Can you show us a picture of a C server? C
It is a
series server.
server. Let me try to find if I can find
I
in
just want to
Google.
see what it looks like. Is it C or B?
Two type of server are there. Epic will be installed on C series. I want to show you both if I can find. You can see. This is just a server.
Yeah.
UCS.
Okay. I used to see this in our data center.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in the data center.
Small pieces of those servers
Yes,
like that.
yes. You can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are known as the blade server. Means very small pieces are there. This
Okay.
one.
But I thought these are just, you know, server with hard drives where you
Yes. Storage.
storage. Yeah.
Yes. But for the, for the storage means, for the storage capacity in the data center, we have these devices. I think they are using for the storage network they are using. This one. This is for the storage. Cassette is there. You know the cassette?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the cassette. Small cassette.
It.
You can remove it.
Yeah.
This is for the storage devices. NetApp. And
I saw it on Wednesday.
Yes, because when I was in the DC, so we have given this connection to the NetApp box also. Means from our switch, they will take the connection.
So Femi, you lucky because I mean you see a lot of this stuff. You touch them.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, there are two data centers there. And their headquarters here in Houston, Chevron headquarters here in Houston.
Yeah, and me, I don't touch any of these things. I work remotely, so everything is. Yeah,
Which was why I'm so so much interested in learning more about configuration myself.
Yeah, yeah. Because once you know how to configure and everything, you're going to be a good engineer because you already, you know, physically know how they look like. What I mean, what
Ex-
this look like and how it's
Exactly.
connected and everything. So
Yes,
yeah.
actually, physical work is a very good means
I know it
everything.
is.
Whatever
Yeah,
I
it's
am
good.
trying
Yeah,
to show you, the C series server, B series server, and
yeah,
the
yeah.
Dell Blood server,
Mm-hmm.
this NetApp access. There are two type of cassettes there. One is the small one is this type of one. 2 TB is there. A lot of things are there in the NetApp storage also, and how they are getting
Yeah.
connected from our switch. Okay, actually, I have
And
worked.
then one of the funniest things that my department, we also deal with
Mm-hmm.
the asset management of all of those things. It is my department that also deal with the inventory. Before the data center, people could take any of those devices and install them at the data center. It has to go through my department. At times, we will be the one to hand over the devices to them.
Yes, the device management
Okay.
team.
Yeah.
Yes. So here actually
That's good.
in 2 years specific, I have physically worked on a DC. So there I have seen a lot of things, lot of devices. It's not managed by us. That is the server, that is the storage, but I have seen them. And we have given the connection name. 2 years in my career, I have means physically worked in a data center. So physical
Yeah,
work
that's
is
good.
because sometimes right
That's
now what we are generally doing, we are remote work, remote work, remote work. Nothing is with us, just the remote access. But if you
yeah.
will
You
work,
don't touch anything, man. I mean, you
yes,
yeah. You don't
but
see
if
like you don't see anything.
yes, you right now what people are I have seen, they are taking just they will go to the SCI. They have the URL, suppose standard 2.2.2.
Yeah,
Now they will
that's it.
go into the SCI. That's it. Means
That's
for
it.
the
Yep.
SCI part, that's it. But how actually this SCI is implemented? On which server, which software that will be implemented? If you will work on a data center, there it is connected. Then that time you will
Yeah.
know. But remote, nothing.
Yeah. Remote is boring.
Yes. But now everyone is preferring
It
the
may be
remote.
it may be boring, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear.
It might be boring, but it has lots of advantages.
Yes.
In my
Yeah. Yeah.
opinion, part of
Yeah.
the
I agree.
advantages is that it can, if you are very flexible, you can do more than one job, two jobs, or three jobs at a time, and you make the money.
Yes.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's illegal.
No, no, that's illegal. If company
No, you
will
can't.
identify
No, you
you,
can't do
if you are
that.
doing
No,
the moonlighting,
yeah, you can. That's illegal. Don't do that.
yes, that is moonlighting. That is not good.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah, and
can't do
I
that.
understand, but it depends on the shift. If you're able to do one in the
No,
morning,
but that is not allowed. If company will know, because last time in
Yeah,
Wipro
that's
did
illegal.
with 14 people, Wipro. This company, what Femi told Wipro, this company, this is the first company last year they have restricted means they are completely blacklisted 14 or 24 people due to the moonlighting.
Yeah, it's not good.
okay, is that what you guys called moonlighting?
Yes, that is the moonlighting means in the daytime you are working for Wipro and night time you are working from another company. Okay, and you are taking two salary, but in our offer letter it is clearly mentioned you will strictly work with Wipro only or any other company. So you are not open to their offer letter. You are working with the two company. Then that time it will be in moonlighting and you will be blacklisted. No one will take you after that. It will be blacklisted.
Wow,
You will not get any company. Then that time you just need to do your own business. No one will take you after that.
wow, that's
Yeah, that's
serious.
It's very serious section against it. Okay.
Okay,
Now this is the
noted.
architecture. Okay. In the spine leaf is easy. It is nothing. It's the core in the traditional network, and it's the access. Okay. And this is generally this 9500, but it's the chassis. Have you worked on the Nexus?
Yeah, no
no.
Nexus.
Yes, this is the 9500 chassis, and this
All
is the
those distro switches.
what switches?
Distro distribution.
No, this is the spine switches.
Okay, I
Means
thought most of the Nexus switches are for distribution.
yes, that you are right. 9500 chassis we are using for the spine switches, and for the leaf switches we are using the 9300 chassis.
Okay.
This is standard, and I think 90% company these are following. But sometimes I have seen 9300 they are using as the spine switch also, but not the catalyst chassis. This switch are known as the baby spine.
Baby.
Yes, baby.
Interesting.
Baby spine. So this is the architecture in the spine leaf architecture. But if, let me show you, it's not in the part of the syllabus again. Let me see if I can find. Let me try to find. This is the sandbox, so it's a bit slow. Let me see if we can able to open or not. How
Okay.
this it will be actually look like.
These are what the Cisco labs
Yes.
sandbox.
This is for the DC. From the sandbox, you can access all the things. Means basic part, SD1, SDA,
Is
SCIE.
is it the 4 hours part?
It is default password.
No, I'm talking of the one they say you can only do for 4 hours.
Only do for?
The one you can only reserve or book for 4 hours.
No, that is the paid one.
Okay. You have
This
a
is the free
license.
one.
Oh, you just show us your password.
No, this is the common password. This is common password. Not working properly. Yes. Now you can see. This is the SCI page. A lot of things are
Pass
there.
ACI.
Suppose
Okay.
you want to go to the TNANs, let me show you. It's a bit slow. Yes. How many devices, the fabric part. This is the main part. Here. You need to set up all the things. Inventory, fabric policy, access policy. If you want to do the port channel, all the things you need to do it here. You can see these are the switch. Leaf switches are there, spines. Oh, leaf switches are there, spine switches are there. If I will go to, then you need to create this type of things. Profile you need to create, policy you need to create. Once you will create all the things, then it will start to work. Same thing you need to do on the science module will be there. Then interface level configuration, if you want to do on the leaf interface, you need to create the profile, you need to create the policy, everything you can create. This pool is, there is a pool. Pool is nothing. That is a VLAN pool. We need to assign a VLAN. Okay. So from that subnet, it will get the IP. then VXLAN will be there. If you want to use the VXLAN, that concept is also here, the DC. All the things, it's the completely DC SCI. So this is the site for this one, sandbox.
Okay. But we're gonna do some configuration here, right?
No.
Oh.
This is that is in the DC, you will do the configuration. Here, just in the architecture, they have shown you what is the spine leaf architecture.
Okay.
This is for the SCI. Okay, so architecture part, any doubt? Please let me know.
No? You're
Hear
good.
me?
Not yet. Maybe when I have doubts with my customer, I'll be able to reach out to you then.
Okay, so Femi, now in the CCNA, up to how much you have covered?
We did EIGRP last week.
Okay, we need to also do the EIGRP.
EIGRP.
Okay,
And
guys.
we've done RIP, we've done EIGRP and regular static.
Okay, EIGRP, what you did?
Yeah, we did EIGRP last week.
No, what you did? What you did?
At least we're able to do the practical, configure the IP address, and then give it is it ASN, automation summary number?
Autonomous system number.
Okay, autonomous system number rather. Yeah.
Okay, these are the basic things you did. Okay.
Yeah, and summarization is that.
Summarization also we did. You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And you did all the theory part, like the feasibility condition, feasibility successor.
Not really, but it's just the basic aspect of it as to the advantages and disadvantages of it.
Okay. But in the ENCOR,
Especially as we use the K values. The K values, how we use the K values to calculate the metrics, bandwidth, load, delay, reliability, and MTU.
yes, bandwidth, load, delay, reliability, MTU. Bandwidth will take 1, this one will take 1. Rest will take 0. Then bandwidth plus delay. Okay, these things you did. Okay.
AD values.
Yes. Okay, for the metric. Okay. In the EIGRP also we need to do the same thing, but some extra things we need to do, like feasibility condition, feasibility successor. What is the EIGRP neighbor table? What is the topology table? What are the packets are there? Some extra things, then we'll do the lab and we'll do the summarization.
Okay.
This is in the ENCOR. But when you will go to the NRC, a lot of things are there. Again, a lot of lab.
Yeah, I'm prepped up for it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. So then let's go into the wireless part. Wireless, you have some knowledge about this part, wireless. But Khadim, you have not done in the Cisco wireless, am I right?
No, I do Aruba and Ruckus.
Okay. And Femi?
And
Come again. What's the question?
You have worked on the Cisco wireless. Have you any experience on the Cisco wireless on the 9800?
Well, I've not done much of the configuration, but maybe occasionally I do log on to the wireless controller, maybe to search for clients or to check the status of APs. And then maybe based on the instructions, I've been able to maybe add an AP from scratch using the policy tag and RF number, or what do they call it? But to configure the wireless controller from the scratch, I'm not sure I know how to do that yet.
Okay. Whatever you told the policy, flags, tags, we will cover here.
Okay.
Okay, just a minute, guys. Let me try to see if I can
And then
access the
along with also
Hmm?
different forms of wireless connectivity. What's the name of this,
Different form
guys?
of wireless connectivity means?
Yes, different form of is it access point, lightweight,
Okay, light what?
flex bridge.
Like
How do you
generally
use
we'll
the
do
Pinat?
what?
Is it flex bridge? Or and then there's this other one.
Local mode, flex connect mode.
Flex connect, yes.
Yes. Flex breeze also you are using right now?
No. I'm just talking about maybe my own knowledge of it generally.
Yes. Maybe generally we
And
are
then
using
there's
the
also
local mode and the flex connect, but 99.9% right now we will use the flex connect mode. That is the benefit in the 9800 controller.
okay.
And for the flex connect mode, this configuration is little bit, it's not means tricky. It's just some things you need to remember, means the policy part, the flags and the tags.
Okay.
We'll do this lab. Not able to remember what is the IP. Guys, from the June last, means from the 27th, means after that week we need to go for the 3 days. Because
Okay.
Femi is the class after 30 minutes. So it's at least we need to cover 2 hours. So for that, for your Sunday, my Monday, we need to do one more class.
Yeah.
Because 90 minutes is less. Let me try to find this IP in my WhatsApp because they are just allowing me 2 minutes, guys. I'm not able to remember. What is the IP?
The IP of what? Of the controller?
Yes, IP of the controller. Just allow me 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
So I can go. One not two. Get 68. One. It is not. I need to check with them whether it is power on or power up. No problem. Let me go into my lab. Oh, that's not power up.
You have the images of this one. I don't have the 90. I don't think I have 1900 in my lab.
Just a minute. Oh, last time I think I did not power up this one. I will check with them tomorrow. I don't know why it is not coming up.
Maybe it has been powered on.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Why? Why it is? Maybe it's not reachable. Why? I need to check with them. Because here I want to show you something. Whatever because this for this lab, one access point is already connected there. There I want to show you something. But here what we need to do in my lab.
I mean, I don't know if Cisco has that. I mean, I know they have that on what is that called? The other software they use to simulate.
No, no,
CML.
so
Is it
Not
CML?
CML, the other one.
CML, that is you need to pay.
No, I'm not talking about the other one. The one that you use when you do CCNA. What is that called?
Packet tracer.
Packet tracer. Yeah, where over there you can simulate.
Yeah,
You know,
it
AP.
has wireless LAN. Yeah, that's true.
But it's limited though. I mean,
it's just to turn it on, and then change the SSID.
Yeah, but it's limited though.
Yeah. It's just
like
to
you don't
change
have
the
the
SSID.
yeah. Like over there, you don't have the 9800 like the way you have it over here.
Okay.
It's kind of limited, but
Adin, you can easily download this one. I think your laptop is very good. You can directly onboard this one.
Yeah, I'll see if I do you already have the images, so you can. Oh, I'll track down, but I don't think I have access to Cisco anymore. I don't know.
I will check this one if I will have, okay, or I will tell you the site directly. No worry about this one. So that you can directly download. You don't need to go for the packet tracer. Actually, I don't like the packet tracer.
Yeah, the packet tracer is limited. That's just for
Yes.
CCNA. Right?
Yes, I don't like that.
But if you want to do some advanced, like for example, the 9800, this one, you don't have it over there.
I don't think 9800 is in the packet tracer. I did not do till.
I think it's the yeah.
Femi, you did 9800 in the packet tracer?
I can't remember the name, but there's an access point there.
Yeah, there's one there.
Okay. So guys, this is the 9800 actually controller looks like.
Okay.
So what I need to do? Two scenario we have, two things. One here, I can create all the things, means SSID, how to create the SSID or WLAN, how to create the flex connect, like this side tags. What is flex connect? What is local? We will decide all the things. We will discuss all the things. Okay. But all these things we will create it here. But here I don't have the access point is connected. In the institute, we have a production environment is there. In the production environment, I will show you how access point is being connected. Okay. And how we can troubleshoot, how this client will be getting connected. These things we will do there. And here, all this lab part, all the configuration part, whatever the configuration is required, like flex, stacks, side tags, RF tags, everything we can do it here.
And can you add also switches here?
Switches you cannot add here. Why we will add the switch to the controller? Controller is getting connected from the switch.
To control the switches.
Yeah,
No.
to aggregate them together and streamline them together.
I mean, like with Ruckus, you can use the controller. You can add your switches in the controller and do the like for example, if you want to update your switches or everything,
I don't think so.
you do everything with the controller.
No. I am not getting you. In the controller, what you are telling?
No, I said with Ruckus, you can add your switches in the controller. You can you can like do your if you want to upgrade your switches. For example, if you want to upgrade the OS of your switches, you can do it from the controller. I'm asking if you can do the same with Cisco controller.
For that, you have the Cisco DNAC.
Or you have to use the DNAC, okay.
Yes, from the DNAC, DNAC, we need to onboard this WLC and the switches, and directly we'll upgrade from the DNAC. Upgrade any configuration, iOS upgrade, anything. You can do from the DNAC.
So then you can add the controller in the DNAC, correct?
Yes, if you have the DNAC is there, you need to add your controller in the DNAC.
Okay.
But manually, if you want to do the upgradation, okay, then directly you need to go to the administration. You have the software management. Then you need to put the good file here on your laptop. Then you can use the transport type as the my desktop, or you want to use the SFTP, TFTP, whatever you choose. Desktop is always good. Directly you can put your file your desktop. Then you can select the file. It's very easy. Suppose this one.
No, I understand. I mean, I see. I understand.
Got it? Then you need to do the download and install. It will go for the
download.
process. Yes.
I understand.
Okay, guys. Let's do a very basic part today. I need to understand whether this part is clear to you or not.
What's that?
That is the most important thing. Before coming to the WLC, a lot of theory are there, but I need to know one thing. It's clear or not? Just a minute. What is an API? What is an wireless controller? I think these things is clear to you. We will discuss what is the SNR, what is the RSSI, all the theoretical part. What is the controller less? What is controller best? Okay. And if you don't have the controller, what you will do? What is the central controller? We'll discuss tomorrow all the things, the theoretical part. But before that, this is the most important thing. How API is connected to the WLC. This is the beginning. This is the basic of the WLC. If you are working on the company, so these things you will need to know. How API will connect it to the WLC. Suppose this is my access point. This is my access point.
Okay.
This is one of my, sorry. This is one of my another access point. And this access point, suppose in is Singapore. And suppose this access point is in Paris. And suppose this access point is in one of the site in US. Suppose Houston.
New York.
Suppose New York.
Yeah, New York City, my hometown.
Okay. Now I have controller, three controller. I have central controller. One is in the APAC region. One is in the EMEA region.
What kind of company do you have?
One I have the AMAS region. Suppose, and this is my company. So it is already every means controller is communicating with the another controller. Means communicating means they have the reachability. Okay, because already routing is done. It's my company. Now my question is, guys, to you. This New York access point will go to which WLC? These are the WLC. This New York access.
But APAC, MAS, where is that? Is that in India or where?
No. APAC means is the Asia Pacific region. It's the Europe, Middle East. It's in the US region. AMAS
Okay.
means in the US region.
New
EMEA
York,
means
New York, we go to Hamas. Then
yes,
APAC, we go to Singapore.
yes.
Paris,
APAC,
we go to EMA.
yes. Khadim, you are agree with him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yes.
because New York is the nearest one, so you go
Yes.
there.
Yes. Now, guys, let me know how it will choose. For an example, let's start from the New York. It is the same with Paris, same with Singapore. So we need to discuss one. How this New York access point will go to the AMAS WLC? Why it will not go to the EMEA WLC? What is the procedure for that one? That is the most important.
First of all, it depends to the management IP addresses that we use. Like if you're using,
Which management IP address and where?
I'm talking about the subnet we use for the management.
IP management.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If my IP in New York is in the same network than my WLC in AMAS, that
No.
AP will join that WLC.
Suppose this is you are in New York and this is based on the Houston.
Yeah.
Then it's not in the same segment. Your IP is access point IP is this one, and your WLC IP is.
So you have to tell then you have to tell your AP that, hey, your controller is 20.2.2.2.
Yes, very good. But how I can tell?
You can do
I
it
think
manually.
from each of the APs, there's a way you point the controller is. There's a way you add each of the APs to each controllers.
But you know what is the way?
You can do it manually or you do it from the DHCP
No,
server.
manually. Yes. Kadim, you are right. But manual option is not a feasible option.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Suppose I have 150 access point, and I am the only. Suppose Femi is the only network engineer, or I am the only the network engineer, or only the network engineer. And someone will ask you, please take the console and do for 150 access points. So on that day, we'll leave our job. It's not possible. We need to go to the site. We need to take the console. Suppose the sites are means 30 kilometers apart from each other. On one side, there are 30 access point, another side 20. So it's not possible. Okay.
Yeah, so use option 43.
Yes. So what we need to do for the every access point, suppose we are creating a segment this one. From this segment, guys, the access point will get the IP. Suppose 10.1.1.2.3. Now, what you need to do on the DHCP server, there is a option known as the vendor encapsulation. option 43.
Okay.
In this option 43, for the 10.1.1.0/24 subnet, you need to put the option 43, means vendor encapsulation. What is that option 43 vendor encapsulation? This is the hexadecimal.
IP address of the WLC.
Yes, hexadecimal format IP address, hexadecimal format of the IP address. Which IP address? The WLC, means wireless controller. Suppose my wireless controller IP is 192.168.1.1 and I am using the Cisco first. This one is fixed F104. Then after this, you need to retrieve what is the hexadecimal value of this one, 192.168.1.1. Then you need to put this value. You don't need to calculate anything. This site is there, simi.net. Here you can put your controller IP address 192.168.1. Whatever is your controller IP address. You can see.
Yes, shimi.net. Yeah, I use
Yes.
this one too.
Yes. F104, I already told you, this is common for the Cisco. This is the hexadecimal of this one. C0.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what you need to do?
So the F104 is not part of the hexadecimal?
No. It is the hexadecimal format, but it is the means common for the Cisco. If you have one controller, then it will be the F104. If you have the HA, then it will be the F108. But this is for Cisco. Common.
I don't understand.
No. Means
Let's go back to the website, the Shimai website.
Okay.
Or I don't know, Shimi.
Simi.
Okay. So the IP address of the controller is 192.168.1.1.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So you tell him to give me the option 43,
and
it will give you the hex.
Hex. Yes.
But the hex over there is F104.
Yes. That is
But
not
you didn't
part of
take
this
everything.
one. No, I need to take everything. F104
complete
thing.
all right. Okay.
I
I thought you just take C0.
No. I need to take the complete thing. But what I am telling F104, this is for the Cisco.
Okay.
I don't know for other vendor. Let's try.
You can try Rockers. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
This one,
Let's
last
see.
one. You can see.
Yeah.
It's different now.
Yeah.
Some parts here should be for the means defined value.
Yeah.
But in Cisco, F104, this is the common for Cisco. If you have single controller, suppose your controller is in HA. You know guys, what is HA? High availability. 2 controller. So on that condition, it will be started from F108. Then the hex format. Now what will happen? Suppose this is my access point subnet.
You said if you have 2 controller, how are you gonna do the if you have 2 controller with 2 different IP address, how are you gonna do the
No, that is the management IP address. But we have the production IP address. Production IP address means the interface VLAN IP address. VLAN 10, suppose we are putting. That is the production one. That is the management. Production IP will be same, one IP. I will not use the management. When I will do this, means go into the later stage, then I will let you know. We have 2 IP. One is the management, one is the production. Got it?
Okay.
And if you want to use the management IP also, okay. So then that time you need to combine it up. 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.2. F104 will be common, then it will be combination of both the IP. But generally we are not doing, we are using the production IP. This one. If you want, you can combine these two. 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.1.2. F10 it will be common. Got it?
Okay.
Yes. Now what will happen? Suppose this access point, one access point will get the IP from this one, 10.1.1.0/24, and suppose this IP will be this one. Now what it will see? It will see that in my subnet, I have an option that is the option 43 hexadecimal, and I have a value here. So access point will know on which WLC I need to go. So it will try to latch, it will try to go to the specific WLC only. It will create the cap web tunnel. Okay. Now it will connect and latch to this WLC. This is the basic procedure how access point will know which will be my WLC.
Okay.
Got it, Femi?
Yeah, I got it. Though it's almost time for the CCNA.
Oh yeah, you have class, yeah.
Okay, you have okay, you have the class, but this thing is clear because every time you need this part in the WLC. Either this configuration, either in the troubleshoot part, you need to know. So it's clear to you?
Yeah, but the video recording of this, is it going to be made available on the website?
Yes, you have the,
I've been able to access the one for CCNA on the website, but the CCNP, I've not been able to see that of CCNP yet.
I will tell, no. I think they already uploaded. You have this link?
Which link?
Khadim, from where you are able to see the videos?
Yeah, yeah, I have the same link. Is it not a land.guinet.com?
No, they're supposed to send you have a Gmail account, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if you have a Gmail account, you should be able to get it from your your Gmail. They should send it to you. That's how they do it for me.
Permit me to share my screen so that I can show you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let me make you the host, co-host.
Okay.
It's make the co-host. Try now.
Okay. Where's that? Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, you are. Yes.
For example, if I come to Cisco Courses.
I don't think here you will be able to see.
Oh, I don't have this, man.
No.
I don't have this. I don't have access to this.
These are the lessons that Abhishek has taught us. For example, this was the last lesson we did on EGRP and.
Okay. No, I don't have this, man.
This one is the recording.
Okay.
Is the recording of all those.
Of the EIGRP, okay. Yeah, I don't have access to this.
Yeah, but
so
for
you guys,
CCNP.
So you guys are using Cisco Packet Tracer over there?
Yeah, we are doing Cisco Packet Tracer. So if I come back to CCNP, it will ask me to pay. Even though I know already paid. When I discussed it with the lady who enrolled me, she said that it will start when we start the ENCOR. That they will send me the link when we start with the ENCOR. But I believe we started since last week.
Okay.
So Manas, is this your picture? Is this you?
No.
No. Okay. I don't have access to this one.
Okay, so Femi, I will check with Anurag once or Neha ma'am. I need to see who is available today. Then I will ask him, they will contact with you.
All right. Okay, so continue with the recording then. I think maybe when I have access to the videos, I can watch the video later on then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so then let's close this class today. But guys, From the June last week, we need to do 3 days, okay? Because 90 minutes, it's very less. We'll do for the
Okay.
June last 3 days.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Sounds good.
See you tomorrow then.
All right. See you tomorrow then. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.